All right, so that's it. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's kick it off.
Let's hope it's not Mista's choice.
Again. Stop it. No. 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 Oh my god! It was so
That
close.
was close.
Witness the thickness. So your commander's toughness must be higher than the power by at least 2. So that will be the theme for next season.
If there's no like restrictions other than that, I might try to run beater Kinda all, since he's this guy.
I instantly went to him or fell far.
From Dragonstorm.
I totally missed it. What was the
your commander's toughness must be bigger than his power by at least 2. Oh. So I thought of Peter Kinda all because he's a 5/7. And he benefits from having high toughness creatures.
I'm sure someone is going to play Doran the Siege Tower, and if not, I'll be disappointed. But I'm not. Acades is another one. That's a really obvious choice. All right, but are we ready to start off?
1 second. I was still shuffling. Sorry.
Yep.
By ready to start off, you mean ready to win this game?
I'm rooting for you, Mystery.
I don't know, man. This is going to be tough. I haven't spoiled my stuff. I don't know that other people are playing. I'm not super confident with this deck.
Against Lord P and Mista, and I will tell you right now that those decks, you cannot let them have anything. By like turn 4 or 5, they were threatening total domination of the board, like a win on 5.
Anybody playing artifacts?
I have like
a lot of artifacts.
I have some.
I think also like 3 or 4.
I mean, I think everybody's probably running 3 or 4, but
like as a theme, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Good. Because I wouldn't want to totally hard counter someone. That would be kind of lame.
Hey, that happens. I feel like after what I did last season, if someone hard countered my deck, like, I don't know, Harax with fucking Kudo, I can't be mad at it. I can't be mad losing to Kudo every match.
Certainly be mad.
All right. Advent, how you looking?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, let's go. Harax, kick it off.
All right.
What's the first land of the season going to be?
Actually, it's going to be Command Tower. I mean, we're playing Commander. You have to start with the Command Tower, right?
I mean, that's a great... Wow. Oh, we're playing Sweaty. I didn't know we were playing Sweaty. Okay. We're playing CDH.
Oh, it's not sweaty. It's just a little ramp. And fast turn.
You can't play Avacyn's Pilgrim and not Avacyn deck.
I can.
It's funny. All right, my turn. All right, draw for turn. Play a Jungle Hollow tapped. I'm going to take the 1 life. And that's my turn.
Nice. Respect it. I'm going to draw. I'm going to play a Forest tap. And then I'm going to play a Neverwinter Dryad and pass.
Sorry, I'm still shuffling. I haven't played this deck in months.
Oh, good.
We had some crazy thunderstorms kept rolling through here today.
Same thing with New Jersey. We're supposed to get some pretty bad storms tonight.
We also had a pretty crazy storm here. And actually, in the town where my grandma lives, they had even a little tornado, which is very unusual for Germany. Like, very.
I've been in one tornado in my life, and I'm good. I'm good with the 1.
Okay. Yeah. I'll keep this hand. I'll draw. I'll do a plains and pass.
Draw. Here's a forest. Tap for 3 for an absent falconer. And pass.
Oh.
3 already. Nice job. All right. Draw. Okay. I'll play my command tower. And I will pay 2 to cast Sakura Tribuilder.
Classic.
And I'll say go.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. I'm going to play a Thornglint Bridge. Comes untapped. I'm going to pay 1. And I'm going to play a Crozen Wayfarer. I'm going to swing 1 damage. I guess at Mystery since he's wide open.
Wow. I think everybody is wide open except me. Or everybody has a blocker except me.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pass the turn with that.
I'll play an island, and I'll tap 2 for a blind obedience pass.
That artifacts come in tapped.
Artifacts and creatures. Enter
And
tap.
creatures.
And you
Yes.
can make sword.
Yes.
Alright, let's see where this is going. Kiss Plains. And for 4, I'll show you Ivy Lane Dennison. And pass.
Which enters tapped.
Right.
Okay, you're already cheating, RX.
I'm going to be that guy. I'm just going to keep reminding all you
Yeah. So
every game. I'm
we're actually with
Ballistic
Kudo,
Study.
right? So okay.
Yes.
So other
We
Everything's
do
a
need to be
2-3
reminded,
basically.
though. It's fair.
Sicilian, and then you've got, and then okay, and then mystery, your energy, right? Okay.
What? I am energy, yes.
So I am not going to sack Steve yet.
Are you asking if I have energy or if I...
No. I was saying your commander was. I'm just looking at the commanders.
Yeah, my commander is all about energy.
I will play a forest. I will tap for 3, and I will put out an old Rustine.
Which enters tapped?
Yep. It doesn't. Yeah, I'm just reading it, but thank you. Yes. When he enters the battlefield, at the beginning of my upkeep, so he enters the battlefield, I'll mill 1, milling a caustic caterpillar.
You like that, 6?
I just think it's every creature so far.
Mill a card and the land. Yeah. Okay. So that is. Yeah, I'll leave Steve as my blocker for now.
Alright,
Good.
at your end step, I'm going to sack Crows and Wayfarer. And I'm going to put a land card from my hand into play. Oh, jeez. I'll do this.
Do you have a lane card?
And then we will untap. We will draw. Well, I wish I knew I was going to draw that. I'm going to play my land for turn. I will pay... What do I want to do?
Or we wish you would have put a planes into play instead?
I'm going to pay 2 to play a Weatherlight Completed.
Enters tapped.
This season is already off to a very good start.
Oh, I forgot to. Yeah, I forgot to build. Rustine builds an insect when he mills a creature card. So,
Oh my god.
but yeah, he came in tapped.
I
though.
think-
That's great.
I think with that, I'll pass. Have 1 blocker at least.
I'll play a mountain.
He's a 5/5 flyer.
I'll play an Aether Torch Renegade. When he enters, I get 4 energy counters. He does not enter tapped, by the way. I can tap him and pay 2 to deal 1 damage to a creature, or I can tap him and pay 8 and deal 6 damage to target player. Pay 8 energy, that is. It's all about energy. I'll make more 4 energy and pass the turn. I have a blocker now? No, that's crazy.
Can I just say I actually thought, like, internally, oh, this isn't coming tapped because it's not a creature.
Yeah. Cool. Here's the planes.
Okay.
I will tap 2 for Ayula, Queen Among Bears, and yes, she will enter tapped.
Oh,
There
you
it
remembered.
is. The first person to remember it.
Yes.
Excellent.
That also gives me a trigger for Ivy Lane. So I will put a +1/+1 counter on. Yeah, let's go with Ivy Lane. So she's now flying. And you know what? I think it's time to get my Kudo out.
I think you misplayed that, by the way.
Why?
Um,
I feel like that was right. With
Yeah,
a
it triggers
play.
Ayula.
Yeah,
Hang on, let
Kudo
me-
triggers Ayula. He gets a +1/+1 from Ivy Lane, and then I get to put 2 +1/+1 counters on target bear, which is everything now, or target bear I control fights target creature I don't control. So with that, I will just put.
Why don't you put it on the Ivy Lane Denizens to make 2 more creatures, and then go infinite?
What?
What?
Yeah, so Ayula makes, your commander makes everything into 2/2 bears, and Ayula
Yeah.
says you may put 2 1/1 counters on target bear, and Ivy
Yeah.
Lane says whenever.
Another green
Wait.
creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature.
Yeah, that would be
That's-
infinite.
Wait, hang on a second. I thought I saw a combo that happened recently with those 2 cards.
There's one with Herd Baloth with Ivy Lee Denizen that whenever you put a counter on Herd Baloth, you create a beast that's green,
Yeah,
which triggers Ivy Lee to do it again.
I
and
thought
again.
Ivy Lane Denizen had a combo because it's a bear. Okay, never mind. Continue.
All right, well, here we
yeah.
are.
Right. I'll put the 2 +1/+1 counters on my. Yeah, let's go with my Falconer. So he's now also flying. And I will just swing Ivy Lane and my Falconer. Just have to think at who. So that's a 4/4 and a 3/3 flying. I don't think any of you has a flying blocker at the moment, right?
No.
Which is very cool.
Nope.
So I guess my 3/3 is gonna go at the Advent and my. Oh no, my 4/4 at Advent and the 3/3 Ivy Lane at 6.
So I'm taking 4.
Yeah.
I will block the Ivy Lane.
She's also flying.
I won't block anything.
Creatures with flying, creatures with counters
Creatures
on them
with-
have
yeah,
flying
creatures
because
with
of his
+1/+1
Alexander
counters.
Falconer.
So 3 damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then I pass my turn.
All right. I guess. At your end step.
I remember what the combo was. It was it wasn't Ivy Lane Denizen. It was Basking Brute Scale,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which is probably in there, I would imagine.
At end step, I'm sacking Sakura.
Yep.
Put a plant swamp out.
Which would give you infinite bears and
Yeah.
infinite sack outlets.
On top. Beginning up, untap, upkeep, I'll mill for Rustine. So swamp, so I'll get a treasure. Put it on that. Then I'll draw for turn. Oh, 2/2s, right? So, how does that work? Hey, how does Rustine work with like like my commander, Gerard? He gets he gets +1, so that bypasses Kudo's power, right?
It's base power and toughness.
Yeah.
What about
So his base power toughness gets changed, or it stays 2/2, and then I think he gets the additional +1/+1.
Right. Okay. So that would work. That. What about cards that say power and toughness is each equal to something?
It would just be.
Yeah, it would become a 2/2, and then it would change.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then it gets the other one. Okay. Gotcha. Just checking. All right. I'm gonna play a swamp.
Actually, I think it stays a 2/2. We had the same thing with
I'll have to look it up.
Because it's a replacement effect.
yeah, but there's a ruling with Renata and Kudo. Because Renata says yeah, Kudo is layer 4 and a layer 7 and as soon yeah. I'll have to read through it, but it should be still a 2/2.
Oof, that's
I think the only way that it can get bigger is if you put specifically +1/+1 counters on it.
Is that how it works? Okay, give me a second. 'Cause that's just determining what I'm casting at the moment. That's why I'm trying to find out. Give me a second.
So if anything's like star, it's not star anymore. It's 2/2. But if it gets +X,
Yeah, then it's 2/2 and then gets the +1. Because the power toughness is layer 7B and the star in the power toughness field is 7A. So 7A gets then added first and then 7B comes after that.
I never liked layers.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to. This is kind of a big thing for my deck.
I understand that we need to resolve this.
Yeah.
that makes total sense.
But since Kudo, his power toughness, that's the only issue here, is on levels layer 7B. And for example, this was with Renata because she is in this deck. She does her thing on level 7A with the star for her power. And her toughness doesn't really matter, but on her it's just for the power. So she sets her power first to whatever devotion to green is 5, so her power is 5, for example. And then layer 7B happens, which is Kudo, that then sets power toughness to 2/2.
Yeah, so just so I'm clear, because Splinter right, I just checking this. Is it power and toughness is each equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. So
yeah, it would enter. It would then get the power toughness of a number of creature cards in the graveyard.
Okay.
And then Kudo changes it to a 2/2 power toughness.
That's crazy.
So if you had 0 creatures in your graveyard, it wouldn't die.
It wouldn't die.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, might as well.
But if you had 7 creatures in your graveyard, it would become a 2/2.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. I guess we'll do it. Oh, so he's at 2/2. But and
he's a bear. And he enters stack.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was working. You gotta give me a second. I was working. All right. So.
Oh, by the way, Kudo's tapped.
That's totally right. Yeah.
All right. That sucks, but okay. I mean, he. Funny enough, he'd still be a 2/2 anyways because I only have 2 cards in the graveyard.
At your
Well,
XF, I'm gonna sack Neverwinter Hydra, and then look for forest, a basic forest.
He just won't get bigger than 2/2.
Yeah, that's fine. I put him out there because he's supposed to mill me cards. But
A basic forest. There it is.
You would have had a trigger when that creature died, though.
I would have, yeah. I'm gonna resolve the creature first because I have to
resolve the creature first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got to shuffle, so it doesn't make any sense to scry and then.
Well, I suppose.
One more for the Gipper. I saw what the top card was, so one more for that Gipper. There we go. Alright, then I will put a whatever counter, complete counter.
Byresis counter.
Byresis counter, and I will scry. Do I want that? I kind of do want that. That's so boring. That's such a boring move. Whatever. I'll put that on top. Alright, and then we will untap. Don't really need to untap that, but I will, and I will draw. Look at that slam per turn. All right, and I have 5 mana to play with.
So that looks like 6 mana to me.
Well, this isn't produce mana, so I have 5 mana to play with.
Oh, what is that land then if it doesn't produce mana?
It's evolving with wilds, right?
Oh, it's evolving wilds. Okay.
Is there anything that's going to get me out of any situation I'm in right now?
Short of a board wipe, probably not.
Yeah, I don't really have a board wipe. So I'll do the only thing I know how to do, and just keep ramping. I'm going to pay 4. And I'm going to cast Ecological Appreciation. I will cast it for 1x. I will search my library and graveyard for the 4 creature cards with different names that each have mana value X or less and reveal them.
So 1 or less?
Yep. An opponent chooses 2 of those cards, shuffle the chosen cards into the library, put the rest in the battlefield. I will have Mr. A choose. So I'm just going to do the 2 that are in my graveyard.
You choose 4 creatures, right?
Actually, I won't do that one. You know what? I'll hold on to it for a second. Alright. I'll do Coming Full Circle is a good one. Actually, Spore Fog's a better one. That would be the same with that. And then I'll do a Nyxborn Hydra. And those are all my 1 CMC. Is there anything that's better than I'm missing? Yeah, I'll get rid of... Actually, that kind of just makes sense. I'll get rid of him and I'll do a Insidious Fungus. There we go.
Alright, so you'll have to read all those cards except Spore Frog and the Hydra.
Yep. So Neverwinter Hydra, that was the first card I played. I could pay 2 to sacrifice it to look for a basic forest and put it onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle. Insidious Fungus is I could pay 2, sacrifice it, and choose 1, destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or I could draw a card, and I could put a land card from my hand into the battlefield tapped, if I draw the card. So those are my options.
So I'm choosing the cards. I'm choosing the cards that get shuffled in, right?
Yeah, we could do it that way.
Because it says an opponent chooses 2 of those cards to shuffle the chosen cards into your library.
Correct. So which ones do you want to go away?
The one that lets you blow up an artifact or enchantment, because I'm worried about losing my Blight Obedience, and the Hydra.
And then the Hydra will be shuffled. So
because I know I've played that in Modern before, and getting a 20/20 Hydra on like turn 4 gives me nightmares. It's way too easy to make a lot of mana in Modern, but in Commander it's even worse because you got Soul Ring and Arcane Signet, and presumably other ways.
The idea of this deck is to play all my X Hydras for 0 and have them die. Obviously, Kudo stops that from happening.
Yeah.
But, still a good idea to get rid of the Hydras.
I'm fine with Spore Frog because I don't really do a whole lot of attacking in this deck.
Alright, so that is what I got. I will then...
And they're tapped.
They are tapped. I will sacrifice Evolving Wilds now, and I will pass it down.
Okay. Play an island. I'll tap 2 for an Arcane Signet. And then I'll tap I'll just play my commander and pass.
Cool.
All right.
See what we got here. Ooh, fun. Yeah, let's maybe go with that. Do I? Yeah, let's do that. Here's 3 manas for a branching evolution.
Great.
Crazy that's a budget card.
It's honestly unreal. And then I'm just gonna pass my turn. I'm not a threat to anyone. I promise.
No, he's definitely a threat.
Nah.
I don't think he's a threat, guys. He isn't. He didn't even attack that turn.
Definitely a threat. I know threats, and that's one of them.
All right, so I will untap.
In response to his passing, you should sack the Spore Frog.
Untap, and during my upkeep, I will mill for Rustine first. It's creature, so that'll give me another insect. So 2 of those, and then I'll mill 2 for.
You have another insect token that you can use because one of those is going to enter tap.
Yeah, I know. So I will put the 2 tap like that. There you go.
Okay.
Then I mill 2 for Splinter Fright. I got Sir Conrad the Grim and Ghoultree.
Ghoultree. Ah, I'm so nostalgic for that card.
Yeah, doesn't work with Kudo though.
No, unfortunately, someone should get rid of Kudo.
I only
No.
have 1 card in this entire deck that removes
All right, I
creatures.
will draw for turn.
Really? You didn't
Yeah.
put any removal in your deck?
I did, just not for creatures.
Oh,
You got rid of one of the pieces of removal.
yeah.
Let's see.
Last season, I was just playing removal tribal, so I decided to chill.
4.
Take a...
You were basically playing removal tribal last season.
So I'm going to cast out Acolyte of Affliction. When it enters, I'll mill 2 cards, and then I'll return a permanent from my graveyard to my hand.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
we
you
have
should
Forest
choose Tree.
and Genesis. And Ghoultree won't work for me because he's a 10/10, so Kudo won't do it.
You don't want him to be a 2/2? I guess Sir Conrad's probably better.
Yeah, it's a 2. It'd be a 2/2.
Sir Conrad's probably the best bet then.
It would be.
Even though it'd be a 2/2, you still get the
I'm trying to
damage.
think if there's something in here that it's not a creature for the moment. But
Well, it's target permanent, right? So you can go late.
yeah, so I'm just looking for what's the most expensive. So, all right, yeah, I want to take Sir Conrad to my hand.
Nice.
Genesis
and then-
would also be good too, right? Just Genesis.
No, Genesis needs to stay in the graveyard.
Oh, Genesis lets you. It has a graveyard trigger.
Yeah, so during my upkeep, if he's in my graveyard, I can pay 3, and then I can return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand.
Okay,
So you want like,
he's a graveyard trigger. I thought he was. I thought he had that ability while he was.
Yeah, he's
on
a
the
graveyard
battlefield.
trigger, so which is good.
Advent, you are very good at finding these little synergies. God bless you.
So what?
You're very good at finding all these little synergies in your decks.
Yeah. And so I didn't play Land for Term, so I will play Terramorphic Expanse. Sorry, and
Nice.
Acolyte's tapped. And then I think that is my turn. So I'll also go. I will sack Terramorphic just to go get Forest.
Makes sense.
Well, so I'm not holding anybody up.
Okay, let's do... I guess we'll just do a boring turn. I'll pay 3 for a
Ramping.
Walled Mystery, and then I will pay 3 for my...
Hey, you said my name.
I
Cast
did
your
say-
commander.
Yep. Because I didn't really got anything else, so might as well just have another body out. And that's it. That's what I'm doing, so I'm going to pass.
All right. Play mountain. Hmm. I'll play a Plasma Caster. I'll get an energy when I cast the artifact spell. It's an equipment, and an equipped creature gets +1/+1, and whenever equipped creature attacks, I get 2 energy, and I can pay 2 energy to choose target creature that's blocking equipped creature and flip a coin. If I win the flip, exile the chosen creature. Otherwise, Plasma Caster deals 1 damage to it. I'll tap 2. No, not like that. Can't really afford to do anything. I'll tap 2 and equip it onto the Aether Torch Renegade. Makes it a 3/3. Because it's a 2/2 right now. And then I'll tap 2. Notice how I'm not extorting any of these triggers. I need all my mana.
Of the kindness of your heart.
I'll play a Lightning Greaves
That's
and get another.
What?
It's $4.
It's $1. Wait, no. What's Lightning Greaves?
Lightning Greaves is the one that equips for 0 and has haste and shroud.
Shroud. Isn't that's like $4, right?
It's $4. Yeah.
Yep.
I made it work.
Big chunk.
Okay.
A lot of the cards in my deck are like 30 cents or less. So I made it
I
work.
was surprised you didn't just go with the hex-proof one.
I have Swiftfoot Boots as well.
Oh, yeah, both. Oh, okay.
I have both. Yeah.
Have
I
you
just
seen?
tried.
Was it Mirror Shield?
Yes, I don't have Mirror Shield. +2, +0, +2, and Hexproof.
Yeah.
And if a Death Touch creature blocks it, it gets destroyed. Or
Kills the
something
Death Touch creature first. Yeah. I thought about putting that in this deck.
I'm going to attempt to put it on my Commander Madison. Response.
Correct,
Yeah.
response.
I got 9 tap, right?
I got nothing.
I have to ask.
In
You know,
response, I'm just gonna quake in my boots.
I have to ask. You know, it's good sportsmanship to ask.
Oh no, it's good.
I don't want anybody to touch my 2/2 Bear Commander.
I know the feeling.
I think we should touch his 2/2 Bear Commander.
No, you shouldn't.
I'd like to move to combat. I'd like to attack 6 for 3. On attacks, I'll get 2 energy.
Oh god, do I just Spore Frog it?
You should.
I
Don't
mean,
take the 3 damage when Hirax has all those creatures up there. Definitely,
I feel like Hurax is not swinging at me in the super near future for lethal.
maybe.
All of his creatures are flying. Remember?
Remember, all his creatures are flying and are therefore unblockable.
I know, but I don't think he cares about me. Choices. I need card draw. That's what I need.
True.
I think I'll just fog it.
Okay. Hey, you get a Phyresis counter and you get to scry.
And I make a clue.
Alright, after that I'll pass.
I will
Alright then. Let's draw something cool.
put that in the bottom, and I will make a clue.
And then Hirax makes all of his creatures 10/10s and swings all of them at 6. Get wrecked.
Hey, if it be that way, it be that way.
I don't think about. I'm not sure about 10/10s, but we'll see. Here's an Armorcraft Judge. Gives a few ETB triggers. And first I'll do the Ivy Lane, so I will put 1, meaning 2 +1/+1 counters on my Pilgrim. Ayula will put 2, so 4 on Ayula, and then Armorcraft's ETB trigger, I draw a card for each creature I control with a +1/+1 counter on it, so I draw 5.
Nice job, Karax.
3, 4, and 5. Let's see what we got here. Cool. Let's go with that forest as land for turn. Then let's see. So many options. Yeah, let's just do that. For 2 mana, he is a Nightshade Dryad and has tapped another 2 triggers here. So let's give Kuro 2 counters from Ivy, whatever her name is. And let's do another 4 counters on... Yeah, let's go with my Falconer. Now, to the combat. I think I'm just gonna swing
All of it at
Ayula
6.
and my Falconer. No, but that would be funny
It would be
as
hilarious.
shit. It would be hilarious. But no, 6, I cannot be this mean to him.
It's not mean.
Uh,
It'd be a bad
Exactly,
decision.
Warthog. It would be a
You're not
bad
being nice by not swinging at me. The other two are doing stuff and I'm not.
That's true. And that's why the 8/8 is gonna go at Mystery and the 6/6 is going at Advent. Flying, both.
All
All
right.
right. Do I guess I go first. I'll block the 6/6 with one of my flying insects.
Oh yeah, let's try. Yes, flying blockers. Cool.
And I'll take the 8 to my face.
And I think that's it. Hester.
Well, that wasn't nice, Herix, but I get it. All right,
I should get a flyer as soon as I can.
Tap. All right, so upkeep. I'll do Rustine first. It is a forest, so I'll give you a treasure. I will do Splinter Fright next. Do 2. Gives me Greater Good and Kinker Bloom.
Nice.
And then it's still my upkeep. I will pay. Oh, it's untap upkeep, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I will return. Let's see. What do I get back? Do I need to get rid of anything off the board?
I mean, yes. There's a
I
lot
mean,
of
What do I-
things.
It can,
I've got ways to destroy artifacts and enchantments right now.
Branching evolution is pretty bad.
Yeah, or his that or his
Lightning
whatever
Greaves is
it's
pretty
called.
I mean, there's the thing that's doubling up. What did you say is bad?
branching evolutions is pretty bad since you get
Yeah,
triple counters.
lightning griefs, blind obedience.
So you know what?
Blind obedience isn't even that impactful
that doesn't do anything
anymore.
for me. Yeah.
It's true.
So
It like
I'm
literally
gonna-
doesn't
you know what?
hurt anybody except Herax over there.
I am going to take. I need to ramp up better. So I'll take Sakura. Not going to destroy anything.
Wow.
Wow.
Now I have blue balls.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I'll draw. Well, I realized a second ago I didn't have a land in my hand, and then I of course just drew one. So so that doesn't work.
Don't you feel silly?
If we were to, so what is the biggest threat on the board right now?
The
Future
biggest threat, clearly
What,
my
what
arcane.
do we need to get rid of? What do we need to
This
get rid of?
arcane signet is the biggest threat. I agree.
Yeah,
Creature, like any permanent?
Creature-wise or any-
any permanent, yeah, or creature.
Kudo.
Absent Falconer is pretty bad.
Yeah. The
Absent
Falconer or
Falconer?
Kudo, his mysteries, Medicine Lee, you cannot target.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
the
would-
Renegade just gives him energy, which is gonna be impactful with his commander, but
Herrick, I'm noticing
Yeah.
that you're not saying anything.
I mean, if we're
Two-
based on the main threats of the board, yeah, my stuff is dangerous long term, but in the short term, you're
All
looking at a bunch of flyers that can't be blocked.
So, Rex, you hit me twice. So I'm going to cast
I did.
Binding of Old Gods, and I will destroy. The guy gives you all flying.
Yeah.
I don't care if you
Yep.
get big creatures. I don't care if you get big creatures. I just need you to take other people's creatures off the board at the same time, so I'm not getting beat up by everybody.
Well, luckily for you, Evan, I sacrifice all of my own creatures.
I don't care that everything's still a 2/2. That's still fine.
Yeah. At least now you can block everything that Harax has.
True.
At least I can block some stuff. Yeah. But I mean, your creatures are crazy strong right now, though. That's kind of
They are crazy strong.
yeah. And then
Yeah, the branching evolution is still pretty bad as well.
yeah, it is. All right, that's my turn. Good.
Well, I do have artifact and enchantment removal somewhere in this deck. You saw a glimpse of it before. Hopefully
Yeah.
we get some. Draw.
If I didn't have, honestly, if I didn't have the blind obedience out, I would have targeted that to not shuffle in. I mean, the artifact,
I am
the
going
enchantment.
to play my land per turn.
Is it a land though?
It is a land.
Hey, what's your enchantment do?
Whenever a non-token creature I control dies, I investigate, and then whenever I sacrifice a clue, I create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. So I have 7 mana. 7 mana.
To transform your commander?
There's no reason for me to do that. Until I get a sack
Why?
outlet. I feel like I'm going to set myself back by doing this, but something needs to be done, so I guess let's do something. I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to play Eternal Witness, and I'm going to target Ecological Appreciation.
And then you're going to do it for 1 again?
And I'm going to do it for 1 again.
Alrighty then.
What are you casting?
Alright, this time I'm choosing Advent.
Hey, hang on.
Mystery
hang on.
sucks.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
you can't. You can't.
Why?
It says exile ecological appreciation.
Oh my god, I do exile it? No!
Yeah.
Alright,
The
so I'm
last
doing that
text. So
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Thanks, Mystery.
Yes.
then. Alright,
That
alright, we're
was
gonna...
clutch.
I just read the card and it was like, wait a minute.
Son of a bitch.
So, yeah. Can't do that.
I guess, I mean, I already played the cards, so whatever. I'll stick that in Sport Frog.
Hey, you get a Spore Frog so you can block my 3 damage again.
I'll play the Sport Frog. And then I will crack the clue, because we're hurting out here. And then
Hang on a second.
A token.
Oh. You,
A 1/1. Well, it's a 2/2, but it's a 1/1. Human, I think. Yep, just a human. No abilities, no nothing. He's just a guy.
I like how you remembered Spore Frog, but the Eternal Witness isn't tapped.
My bad. Okay, and then I have that. I could do that next turn at least and cry, I guess. God, deck is just not moving. Past turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to tap Dr. Lee, pay 3 energies, draw a card.
There we go.
Okay, and then I'll untap. Do a planes. I'll tap a red and I'll play a Soul Ring. I'll get an energy. 2, 4. I'll do an Aether Storm Rock. Move that over there. It's a 3/3 with flying, and that says whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I get an energy. And when it attacks, I may pay 2 energy, and if I do, I put a 1/1 counter on it, and tap up to 1 target creature defending player controls.
So for the decks this season that are at this table, it's like being very mildly annoyed the entire game. Just everything is tapped and all of your creatures are 2/2s. Suck it. We can all play Magic, it's just a little 10% more annoying.
I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to attack 6 again, because he only has 2/2s. Would you like to sack Spore Frog again?
How much are you swinging at me?
3.
3 damage?
Yeah, would you like to sack Spore Frog again?
Here's the thing, if I just block, does it fly?
It's a 2/2, but it has +1/+1.
Yeah, so if I block it...
So you'll lose a creature if you block
You jump block it.
Actually, Plasma Caster has an ability when you choose to block.
What's it do?
I flip a coin, and if I win the flip, your creature is exiled.
I don't know if that's that big of a deal.
If I lose the flip, my creature deals 1 damage to your creature.
So I feel like I don't need ramp, but I do need scrying clues.
So wait, you could block with a Spore Frog and something else, right? And it
His
responds-
Spore Frog could be blocked
Well,
with
I'm gonna block with Neverwinter Dryad.
He could block with the Spore Frog if the Spore Frog were untapped.
But it's tapped. I'm not looking at his board right now, so
Neverwinter Dryad, you're gonna block with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna block with Neverwinter
Okay.
Dryad.
I have a trigger. Do you want to respond
What's the
to
trigger?
the trigger?
He's
I'm gonna flip a coin, and if I win the flip, your creature is exiled. Do you want to respond to the trigger?
No, you can.
Okay.
Whatever happens, happens. Oh,
I'm
if he
choose-
gets exiled, though, he won't die. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Well, F it,
which
I'm
means
good
you
now.
won't get the Phyresis counter.
Yep, or the clue.
I'm gonna choose heads.
Alright, heads it is.
It's heads. Your creature's exiled.
That's a bummer. God, I can't catch a break this game, huh?
Jesus.
I'll also get 2 energy when it attacks. I'll go back to 8. Alright, I'll pass turn.
well, you have to pay 2 to use it too, right?
Huh?
The trigger for you to pay 2.
Pay 2 to use it, yeah.
So you're back down to 6. All right.
Bummer. I'll move him over.
Well,
At least you didn't block with Commander, and that would have been bad.
at least you
I don't really need my commander. It wouldn't have really mattered either way. I don't need Lance. I don't need my commander.
Your Commander would cost more, though, if you...
I have no reason to cast
Okay.
my commander. I just didn't have
Oh.
any cards in hand. That's why I cast him.
Are you running... Do you have 0 cards in hand still?
Now I have 2 cards in hand.
Okay.
All right.
But at the time,
Lance-
it was my only play.
Just think of my mana.
I was not lying to her ex when I said that his commander literally turns my deck off. But that's
Yeah,
magic.
that's unfortunate. Here's a Kutzel Melamut Exemplar. It's a green creature, so 2 +1/+1 counters on. Let's just go with. Let's just do everything on Kudo. So 6 counters on Kudo. Then. Let's see.
yeah, that card's gonna let you draw a lot of
3,
cards.
4, 5. Yes. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna tap 1 and 2 for requisition rate with +1. So I will put a +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls.
Choose me.
And
Sweet, thanks,
surprise,
bro.
surprise, I am gonna choose myself.
So you have to put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control.
Yes.
Yep, yep, yep.
goes to 6. That's 3, 4, and he's now at 11. All right, let's
It's good thing your creatures don't fly anymore.
True. That's true. All right then.
What was that, though?
Okay.
Scary board state, dude.
It is, yeah.
Yep, it is.
I can't even lie.
Yep.
Yeah, Ayula is gonna swing at Advent. Kudo is gonna swing at 6.
If you swing at me, I'm gonna fog the damage. So
It's true.
swing away.
True.
Everyone
Let's
wants you to
maybe
swing at me.
not. Let's maybe not do that then.
Yeah, Spore Frog does not need to be tapped or untapped. He can just go for it. God
It's
bless him.
true. It's true. You know what, 6? You make a valid point. Ayula and Kudo are gonna go at yeah, let's go for Advent.
Okay, so what do you have?
That's 13 and an 8-8.
13, and 8.
21.
What was that, Mystery?
No, they don't have trample as far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just
So I'll block the 13 with Acolyte of Affliction.
Yep.
And then it's 8 damage would be the other one.
13.
Yeah.
I'm blocking 13 to 13 with Acolyte of Affliction.
Oh yeah, and then it's 8-8.
We'll take 8.
Cool. Before damage,
Yeah.
I will tap 1, 2, and 3 for signature slam. I will put another counter on my Ayula, so 2 counters. So
Alright.
that's now a 10-10. And
Wait,
then
doesn't... Okay, remind me on combat rules. Didn't they change this for blockers and stuff?
Not this. This is still fine.
Okay, this is still fine. Okay,
Yeah.
so
okay.
that's then 10 instead of 8 damage
okay.
you take. And
Does
then
it do anything else?
yes, each modified creature I control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control.
Nice. So you're going to do like 50 damage to one creature.
No, each of them.
They're modified
yeah,
creatures.
it's
It's
one
a more
They're
creature.
full power of the modified creatures.
Yeah, but each of them does it separately, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, I'm board wiping.
Well,
Well,
you gotta,
I'll sack
it's-
Spore
it's-
Frog in response.
It's target creature, right?
so it's
Yeah, but
modified
each
creature-
Put a
creature-
1/1 counter on
Each-
target creature you roll, then each
modified
modified.
creature he controls will deal damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Oh, so
Yeah, so each
wait,
creature
do they all
does
deal
the
their damage
thing.
to one creature, or do they all
Yeah.
deal damage to separate targets?
I think it says because it says to target creature, not to.
Each.
It
It doesn't
doesn't
say
say
each.
creatures. It just says target creature.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna blow one creature out of the water.
Let's ask our friend Google.
Let's ask our friend Google. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, then each modified creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Yeah, to a target. It doesn't say
To
a.
one creature.
Yeah, but just to one creature. Otherwise, yeah, this card. I would have known about it. It would have been the best board wipe
I
I've
think
seen.
this would have been in every green deck ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just one creature then.
Yeah, so you can kill one creature.
Yeah, so someone can eat a bag of them.
Cool. I guess I'm just gonna. Oh, that changes things. I really
You're
hope
hoping to
that
board wipe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know what? Let's go with. Let's see. It's value and that's value.
This Spore Frog.
No, it's just gonna make him sick, and then I won't be now.
Yeah, then Ivan would sigh relief. That's the image I've been thinking.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kill the Rutstein.
Wow.
Wow,
Is
that's
it
rude.
nothing a mysteries board we can target?
I'm just. I mean,
Right.
I'm doing-
his
It's
commander,
okay. I understand her.
The Rock.
All right. I'll remember.
the
later.
Rock.
He's got his 3/3 he's killing with. We've got multiple creatures on the board, but that's fine. What do you want to kill?
You know what? Let's go for the hard, difficult. I mean, you know what? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Roll a dice.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, mystery.
Sure.
Advent, you're safe. Yeah, the Everstorm Rock gets
Safe.
destroyed.
I just took 10 damage and almost took 23 damage, right?
Yeah,
No,
true.
No, yeah,
And a fun fact, I get to
Actually,
draw a
yes,
card
that-
from that,
yeah.
which is cool. And I think I played a land for turn, so that's gonna be me. Pass turn.
Oh, jeez, that hurt. All right, so untap first. I got a couple triggers I gotta go through, so I'll untap. I'll do a Rustein's trigger first. It's a land, so I'll get a treasure. Then Splinter Fight, 1/2, so Junji and Victimize. And then I have to decide on, before I draw, if I want to pay 3 to pull something into my hand, which I probably need to do.
Don't you have a did you draw a card already?
No, it's during my upkeep. I got to use Genesis during the upkeep first. So I got to pay 3, 2, and 3 to trigger Genesis. I got to pull something out. All right, I'm gonna grab. Let's see. Yeah, Doom Necromancer. Yeah, I'll grab Doom Necromancer.
Hey, Advent.
Yeah.
Did you do your second thing on your enchantment?
He's still on the
No, that happens after draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, last turn. Didn't you?
Yep, I did it. Destroyed. The first trigger is I destroyed a non-land permanent.
Yeah, but wait.
That
am I
was
missing
that
things?
was during his
I
last
thought-
turn. Yeah,
Wow, that was the
that
slow
was
turn.
my Absent Falconer.
Yep.
Yeah, I
That was
thought
his last turn.
I didn't realize it was last turn.
Yep.
Okay.
It was a long turn.
It was a very long turn. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So that's upkeep. And then I draw, and then I trigger this. So I draw, and I trigger this in 2, and I put a forest in the battlefield. Tapped. All right, and then that's my turn. And I got
That's your
Nope.
turn?
no. Now I can start my turn. Now I can start my turn.
I was gonna say, do more. You need don't pass, do something.
Yeah, I gotta do more. So hold on.
I'm just excited to draw a card.
Shit. What am I gonna do? I don't even know if I can stop what he's doing right now. Two twos. I guess. I don't know. That's probably stupid anyways. I should have done the other thing. Oh no, I could do him, right? Yeah, I'm looking for something that will actually stop what's going on the board right now, but I don't have anything to stop Kudo at the moment.
What's going on the board right now?
Oh, Hurrix's next
Oh.
turn. Yeah,
Her access next turn. That's what's going on the board.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out if I can.
For what it's worth.
I mean, I do have removal in here.
See what?
I do have removal in here. I just need to draw.
I really hope that the first game wouldn't go this well with the deck.
You were hoping that the first game wasn't this strong. What?
Yeah, because if the deck performs too good in the first game, and for the rest of the season,
Everybody will know to hard target you.
yes.
I already know what Lord P and Mista have. Kudo is good, but those decks are scarier.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we got a team.
So what you're saying is Mista's going to win another season?
Or Lord P. Both of those decks are really scary.
Are they like going infinite on turn 3 consistently or something like that?
No, but they're dealing like 60 points of combat damage by turn 4 or 5.
All right, I'll cast World
Okay.
Shaper.
Hey, that's a good one. Well, you have to kill it, but it's a good one.
I have to kill it. Yeah, it comes in tap too, so I can't block this turn to kill it.
Guy, can we arrange something? Just swing it to me, swing it to you. We both as a creature, we both win.
Right. Everything goes in tap though. So
What is Mista playing?
Mrs. playing Rafine, the Schemer, and Lord P's playing Elsha, Threefold Master.
Okay, so Jeskai and the other one.
Esper. Yeah.
Esper.
The Jeskai one's is really rough because if you don't get rid of the commander on turn 3, on turn 4 he's going to make like 6 or more of those Prowess trigger monks. And then after that he's doing untold amount of damage.
all right, that's my turn. Sorry.
So
I was hoping I could do something.
Essentially, you can't give either of those two anything.
Yeah, you can't just let them have
You-
fun.
you have to-
Unfortunately.
You basically just have to hard target them until they die.
Alright, son of a bitch. That sucks. Land per turn. My last 4 turns have been lands, and I've scryed. I scryed land away. And I'm about to scry another land, I bet. Yes, I am! I'm scrying another land away. That's crazy. It's all good. It's all good. They can't all be lands.
And then it's another land on top.
I'm going to pay 3.
Hey, you can always sack your Spore Frog and scry again.
Keep your Spore Frog.
Hold on, let me look at... How do these read? Okay, I'm going to pay... Yep, I paid 3. And I'm going to cast Primal Growth for the kicker, sacrificing Eternal Witness. So that will get me a clue and a Phyresis counter. First, I'm going to get my lands. Because they're kicked, they can come in untapped.
Was there a land on top?
Let's find out. Yes. Yes, there was.
Alrighty then. Are they basic lands only?
They're basic lands only. I'll do
Okay.
a forest and a plains. Okay. And then I have the Scry trigger.
Alright, let's see if it's a land.
It's not a land, but I don't really want to draw that either.
Ooh.
And no board wipes, huh?
I don't have any board wipes in the deck, unfortunately. I really chilled out from last season. I'm going to put... It was the Sakura Tribe Elder. And I don't need more lands. I have so many lands. Alright. Cool. So I have a clue. I can crack that for no reason. I'll just flip my commander and pay 2 life. So that way if someone does board wipe, I'll get Hydras from it. Is it 1 life? Or 2? It's 2.
2.
It's been a long time since I used Phyrexian mana. Alright, Belugranos, the Engine of Ruin. How exciting. Pass turn.
End of your turn.
And I have 1 card in hand.
I'm going to tap 4. And I'm going to play Glimmer of Genius. I'm going to scry 2, draw 2, and then get 2 energy. I will keep this on top. Put that one on the bottom, and then I'll draw my 2 cards.
Yep, 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 yep.
And I'll get 2 energy. And then I'll immediately pay that energy to draw a card. And then I'll go to my turn.
as an FYI, I didn't think the game was going to start off as late as it did. In like 15-ish minutes, if the game's not over, I'm going to have to go give my son a bath. So I might have to bow out.
Might have to give your son a bath?
Well, I have to give him a bath. I might bow out of the...
I see.
Bow out of the game.
So what you're saying is we have to kill you.
Yes.
I need the options on the table.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm going to play a land and pass.
Okay, cool. Let's see what we can get.
Hey, Horax, can you let me know what it's like to play your entire deck with no interruptions? Or
I
minimal
will.
interruptions. Minimal interruptions.
If
I gotta figure out how
if
to
you
make
write
my
a
deck
book on the subject, I'd read it. I haven't read a good fiction in a while.
Alright, guys. Here's a forest. And then I'm just gonna do something pretty crazy.
Okay.
Or maybe. We will see. So 2 green and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as X for a Genesis Hydra that enters tapped.
God, he's out hydrating me.
Yes. Let's just do that. It enters with 14 +1/+1 counters instead of 7. I'll just do the other ETB triggers and then do the Genesis Hydra. So that's a green creature, so let's do 2 +1/+1 counters on Ayula. So she goes to 10, and then 4 onto Kudo. He's now at 15. And I'll reveal the top 7.
That all sounds correct.
5, 6, and 7.
Did
I
you
may
get a non-land permanent?
He gets to put
yeah,
one non-land permanent. Yeah.
nope.
With mana value 7 or less, right?
Yeah, he
Yes.
has to reveal a non-land permanent to get that, though.
Yeah,
Micaeus and not your lands. Just Micaeus, I think, and the other.
no, Micaeus, Hydra is a non-land permanent, right?
Yeah, so not
I also have
lands.
Radiant Destiny or Lifecrafter's Bestiary. Let's see. Nope.
I feel like none of those are like straight bangers, at least.
True.
I don't think
Very
it
true.
with the amount of
Micaeus not being cast is not a good Micaeus.
It's
But
true.
it will be a 2/2 bear, which will put 2 1/1 counters on him.
No, it'll just be a 2/2. It doesn't get anyone one counters on him.
No, Ayula.
It makes it into a bear.
Oh, okay, so he's actually pretty good.
It's a 2/2
I
bear
like Micaeus, though.
when it enters, which is a green bear.
Yeah, I think Mother Gorger Hydra is also very nice. And I mean, Vigilance on all my creatures is also not too bad.
Is that what you're worried about, her X defense? Too many people swinging in on you?
Is that
Yeah,
unfollowed or
concern?
not?
totally.
At 40 life? Man.
Why is she not untapped? She should be untapped. You know what? Let's go with Micaeus. Yeah, let's go with Micaeus. So he
Which
enters
case is that?
The OG.
the Lunark.
My mono white commander right there.
Yeah, so he enters, he's a 2/2 bear, triggers Ayula, and I will put 4 counters on him. And the rest go into my library. Just shuffle them. Okay. And then let's see. I will definitely go to combat.
If you, alright.
Yeah, go.
I was gonna say, 6 over there wants to die, so he can go watch his kid.
It's very true. That's why I'm swinging my commander at him. And Ayula is coming at you, Mystery. So that's a 12-12 coming at you, Mystery, and 17-17 commander at you, 6.
Well, it
Which
sounds
grapple?
like Spore Frog's on deck.
I figured.
Alright,
All right.
so I get another clue, which is exciting. And I get to scribe, which is very exciting. That's like, this is peak excitement, boys. If it's a land, I'm gonna scream.
It's like a land.
No, it's a Hydra, but the Hydras don't help me because they keep coming out as 2/2s. Oh, I need them to be zeros.
So
Damn
to be
you,
fair,
Harax.
I feel kind of bad for hard countering your Hydras. But
Well,
on the other hand, it's Hydras, so
I
you
have
know.
sack outlets in the deck, just not a lot of them. So there's a world where I could like play my deck. It's just hard to do.
Yeah.
But also, you can't win
Cool.
them all.
Yeah. Yeah, no combat damage was done, so I'll just pass.
Alright, so we'll tap. And then during upkeep, we'll do Rustine first. To land.
Hang on a second.
Oh wait, no, that's technically, is that a land first or is it the other side?
Since it's flipped upside down, it would be the creature side.
Oh, it's the creature side, right?
The creature side, and yeah, so it should be the creature side.
Okay.
So
I forget how that one works.
Yeah,
Alright, to one of these is tapped. So
I'm pretty sure you can't choose to do the land. I think it's just put into the graveyard as a
Okay.
creature.
And then I'll mill 2 for Splinter. So Forest and Rogue's Passage. Uh, 7. Alright, and then this I'll draw for turn. And then I will move this to 3. It says creatures I control gain death touch to end of turn. And then this gets sacked at that point, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So now to do my turn. Let's see. Alright, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4 to start, and because I haven't done it yet, I'll cast a Golgari. Gerard.
He's here, boys.
Everything's at 2/2, so that doesn't work. But I guess because I need to at least try to set up for a better turn next turn, I will pay 2.
I mean, Jared is not a 2/2,
Jared is not a 2/2. No, Jared is not a 2/2.
so you could sack Jared to
No,
himself.
you can't. You have to
Oh no,
second
it's
the
another
creature.
creature. Shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 1, 2, 4.
I mean, you could take control of one of my creatures.
Oh. Oh, you mean if I had a card that could steal one of your creatures?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have that. So Jared is a 9. Jared's a 9/9 at least. Oh, what did I do? Okay, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. That's what I cast.
Well, you could sacrifice your
World Shaper.
World Shaper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking I could do. But I can wait till I block and then sack it too.
True.
And Harax will finally go beneath 40.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. I'll deal 2 damage there, right? So.
That's true.
I think I might have something to do.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What the hell? I got nothing much else to do, so I'm gonna pay 3. With Doom Necromancer out? Oh, I can't use it this turn though, right?
No. And it enters tap too.
Jared's tap too, so yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, it comes in tap, so I can't use it until next turn. So or something. Yeah. All right. That's. I got a tapped insect. All right. That's. Well, I got Death Touch on here, right? So
Yeah.
um,
You can attack Hurax and
Harax. I got a 2/2 flying insect with Death Touch at you.
A 2/2 flying insect with death touch.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, I don't have anything that's flying, so I'm
I
taking.
know. I know. I just don't like getting killed with you being at 40.
Yeah, I get it,
Uh,
and I totally deserve it.
all right.
at least he's not going to say he's not doing anything over there.
Yeah, I did something right. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, this might be my last turn.
Do your worst.
I mean, I feel like even my
Do
voice is
something.
not gonna be a lot.
Why doesn't your wife give him a bath?
Kill Kudo for me.
All right, so it's a land, and it's a land that returns a land to my hand. So
Hey, you should return the Scryland so you can get
I should.
another Scry off.
Before I do that, I guess I'll pay 4 and sack 2 clues. Right. Draw.
Draw 2 lands.
And then I would make more humans, so these will be humans. Not that it matters right now. I could pay 1 for a caustic caterpillar and then kill it to destroy. I guess the branching evolution is the only thing that Hurax has got going, so I'll kill that. I get the scry. I'll put that away. Alright, this is now a creature. If not that it matters, I can swing it. Swing it on you, I guess. I'll make another clue. I'll sack that clue. Draw a card. It's a land. God damn it.
Do the clues tap to sacrifice them?
No, they don't.
Okay.
That I know for sure.
I think blood tokens you have to tap, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Gold
that's
tokens you also do not have to
yeah.
tap.
Treasures you have to tap, and food you have to tap.
Alright, I'll play a land per turn, which will be a Selesnya Sanctuary, and I'll return this Scry land to my hand. I will pay 1 to play Mistcutter Hydra. And man, wouldn't it be so cool if he died and I made tokens and my deck did something? But no! Hurax is a jerk.
I agree.
No, Kudo. Kudo is the jerk.
And then I will
Hurax is a
swing
joke for Hurax is a jerk for making Kudo.
5 in the air, and I'll swing
No. 2 in the air.
oh yeah, 2 in the air. You're right.
2 in the air.
And I guess I'll swing 2. I'll swing everything. I'll swing everything at Hurax.
So that's 3 2/2s.
4 2/2s.
Doesn't your Hydra enter tapped?
Oh, he does. 3 2/2s.
Cool.
One
What
of which is in
happens-
the air.
That's true. So I'm definitely taking 2. And
What's your
What's-
flying creature?
that's the vehicle thingy.
The vehicle just became a creature. This
The
turn.
Weatherlight completed.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's still 2/2. Okay, I saw the 5 counters. I forgot that was the Phyrexian stuff.
You know what? I'll just block both of them. Because why not?
I gain
Why
2
not?
life. I make 2 tokens. I get to scry. Actually, I get to scry and then draw a card. It's a land.
Sweet.
And then I get to draw a card. It's a Hydra. This is dead. This is dead. And with that, I will have to leave the game. But GG's, everybody.
GG's?
I'm going to keep recording the game so that way we know how it ends.
Do we leave you wide open so he has to hit you?
I mean, if you want to like actually cut me off and be gentlemen about it, that's fine too. But I do got to get going. My son is losing his mind right now. All right, talk to y'all soon. Enjoy.
All right.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, at his end step, I'm going to draw a card with my commander.
Yep.
And I'll probably draw another land. And then I'll untap and draw for my turn. Okay. It's all up to me now. Do planes. I will play a Enthusiastic Mechanaut. It's a 2/2 with flying, and artifact spells I cast cost 1 less to cast, and he is an artifact. Tap the Soaring for 2, and I'll play a Deadlock Trap, and I'll get an energy. When it enters, I get 2 energy, and I can tap it and pay an energy to tap a creature and make it have no abilities. Tap target creature or planeswalker. Its activated abilities can't be activated this turn. And it enters tapped. So I'll get 2 energy from it.
Is that an artifact?
Yes.
Nice.
I get an energy from it, and then 2 energy when it enters. Then I'll pay 1, 2, and I'll play a Molten Gatekeeper. I'll get an energy. It says whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, Molten Gatekeeper deals 1 damage to each opponent.
It's weird. I can't seem to click on anything on your board. For some
It's because I have a Mega Glare on this side of my screen.
Okay.
That's why you can't click on it.
Okay.
That's why I'm reading the cards.
I appreciate it. I type it in. That's what I just I can see it clearly, but for some reason, you know what it does? It keeps grabbing me the art card for your card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which is really funny.
Spell table is funny that way.
Yeah. All right. So every time another creature enters the battlefield, we all take 1 damage.
Yes.
Okay. So there's part of your. Is that part of your infinite?
No.
Consistent amount of damage. Oh.
I have other things.
I'm joking.
Oh.
It's like, please play it.
I mean, I've got no other cards in hand, so I might as well.
To do something, right?
Gotta do something. That's right. Speaking of doing something, I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to send my 3/3 at you, Horax.
Sure.
On attacks, I'll get 2 energy.
I will block with my Armorcraft Judge. That's 4/4.
It's a 4/4. Okay. I will. Let's see.
I think you get to flip a coin and it
Yes,
exiles.
If I choose to pay the 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to pay the 2. I'm not worried about paying the 2 this time. I want to keep my energy, so I'll just let it die.
Cool.
Can you deal 1 damage?
What?
Can you deal 1 damage to that creature? It was a 4/4, right?
Well, if I choose to pay the 2 energy. So it says pay 2 energy, choose target creature that is blocking, flip a coin. If I win the flip, otherwise it deals 1 damage to it. So I'm not paying
your Aether Touch Renegade's not on the board anymore, right?
What?
your Aether Touch Renegade, he's not on the board anymore, right?
Yeah, it went to the graveyard.
Okay.
I will pay 2, and I'll equip the Plasma Caster onto the Mechanaut. Make it a 2/2 flyer, or a 3/3 flyer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass.
All right.
See what we can do this turn. Cool.
Maybe win.
I'm not sure. You have what, like 3 blockers?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have 3 blockers too.
Let's count mana. 1, 2. Alright, first I'll tap Mikaeus, remove a counter, and put a counter on each creature I control.
Thank you, 6, for getting rid of the double, so you only get 1.
Yeah. Thank you, 6.
Not like it's gonna matter.
True.
Hmm.
Well,
It might.
I mean, it might. It might.
it might. Can only take a few hours. Oh, Ayula is now at 11. So let's go for that instead. There we go. And this is now at 15. Okay, let's then do 2 mana for Rally the Ranks. I will choose Bears. So Bears I control get +1/+1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, And then let's do one. No, let's do combat first. Advent, you have 3 blockers also, right?
Correct.
Cool. I will then just swing. Yeah. Kudo. Ivy Lane. My Armorcraft Judge. And my Hydra. At U Mystery.
I'll just take all of it and die. Good game.
Okay. Interesting choice. I just wanted to draw cards, but
Yeah.
sure. So that's 1, 2, 4. Okay.
Let's see if I get. Let's see if I get a turn.
Yeah.
Let's see if I get.
I mean, I would have drawn a land, so I don't think it would have. Even if I used my commander, yeah, just would have been more lands.
Yeah. Okay.
I wasn't able to do anything really that game. Draw just drew too many lands and no interaction.
Yeah.
I had
Okay.
one interaction. So, all right.
Second main, I'll play a Plains. And then... Yeah, let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 mana for a Thunderfoot Baloth. Trample, as long as I control my commander, Thunderfoot Baloth
Sure.
gets
Now you
+2,
put in trample.
yeah, I just pulled that,
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. Let's see if I get a chance on this turn. So.
Yeah, we'll see. I also have 2 triggers for +1/+1 counters, and I'll just put all 3 of them on the Thunderfoot Baloth.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put... Yeah, doesn't really matter. All 3 of them on the Baloth. And then...
I kind of regret not putting a single board wipe in the deck at all.
I have a few, and I have gone through. I've done a pretty good job of filling my graveyard. I'm actually very happy about my graveyard.
You know what? Yeah, that's. Yeah,
That's
let's
a
just
repo for me.
pass turn.
All right, so I will untap first. Oh wait, sorry. At the end of your turn, I will pay my 3 treasures. I will sack World Shaper, so you take 2 damage.
Oh, by the way, since I'm dead, Blind Obedience is gone, so your stuff enters on tap.
Yeah, thank you. And then all my lands.
Like that really matters.
Wait a second here. So 2, 1, 2, Terraform 3. Moss Bridge will do a hideaway, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And then Rogue's Passage. Wait, put that tapped. And then hideaway is a 4. No, all right. Shovelin. No, library. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. All right. So end of turn on tap. Have my treasures. Lands roll on tap. Again, it doesn't Terramorphic because that's not going to do much. But... All right, maybe I can do something this turn. All right, and then so Rustine will trigger. It's a spell, so I get a blood token, which I don't think it's going to do anything anyways. I don't know. Blood token. Splinter 2. Garrick's Uprising and Diligent Farmhand. So none of those do anything. Hand or greater. Alright. And then I will draw for turn. Son of a gun. Nothing. Alright, what can I do? Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Alright, 9. Alright, great. There's a 9/9 at least, but okay. I had to do something. I think that's gonna work, but I haven't, because I need a board wipe to have a chance, right? So
Yeah, pretty much, I think.
well, I guess how much life do you have?
34.
Okay, so I have 6. Wait, so what is it? 6, 7, 8, 9.
11, 11.
You drive to 12, right? Is it 2 plus,
Yeah, plus
9.
9, so he's in 11, 11.
And then I have 9 in the graveyard right now, right?
I think so.
All right. So I've got enough to use Moss Bridge Hydra. So I'll pay the 1 green, tap it, and I can cast the card spell without any without paying the mana cost, right? You may play a sub card without paying. All right. So I'm gonna. Oh wait, does that work? Shit.
What are you trying to do right now?
Can I cast bestow? I can bestow him. I can cast. I may cast this card for its bestow cost if it's an aura spell, right?
Yeah.
Can I cast it? Can I cast it for its bestow and put it on Gerard?
I think so.
Right. So then he gets plus 9 to make him.
That's then 2020.
And it's 20 you need for commander damage, right? Or is it 21?
21.
21. All right.
So if you get another creature in your graveyard, you're golden.
Yeah. So I will pay 3. 1, 2, 3 to sack. I guess Splinter. Right. So he gets plus 2. So 4. and 10. And then I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, and tap Rogue's Passage to make him unblockable.
And that's GG's.
And I swing at you with 20.
Lethal Commander.
Lethal Commander.
Nice.
Holy
GG's.
shit. Holy crap.